The movies on this list prove there's so much more to love about British cinema. For a touch of love and British charm, these are some of our all-time favorite British movies that are guaranteed to cheer you up.
6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Number 10. The Young Victoria. The story of Queen Victoria's early rise to power, from an object of a royal power struggle to her romantic courtship and legendary marriage to Prince Albert. After a confined childhood, Princess Victoria faces a fight to become queen. Her life is a struggle to gain power, to think about the country's welfare, to understand politics, overthrow the patriarchy, and properly represent the expanding empire. The young Victoria is depicted with historical facts, however, goes astray from historical authenticity at certain points to increase the dramatic impact. Number 9. Emma. Based on the classic Jane Austen novel, tells the story of Emma Woodhouse, a restless queen bee without rivals in her sleepy little town. In this glittering satire of social class, Emma must adventure the romantic missteps and the challenges of growing up, all to finally realize the love that has been there all along. Number 8. Far from the Madding Crowd. A headstrong Victorian beauty becomes the object of desire for three men: a sheep farmer, a dashing soldier, and a prosperous older bachelor. She has her choice of the three different suitors. This timeless story of Bathsheba's choices and passions explores the nature of relationships and love, as well as the human ability to overcome hardships through resilience and perseverance. Number 7. Notting Hill. William Thacker is a London bookstore owner whose existence is thrown into romantic turmoil when Anna Scott, the world's most beautiful woman and best-liked actress, enters his shop. Eventually, Anna and William get to know each other better over the months, but being together with the world's most wanted woman is not easy. Neither around his closest friends, nor in front of the all-devouring press. Number 6. Ammonite. The film is loosely inspired by the life of British paleontologist Mary Anning that is set in the 1840s England. Anning is a prolific paleontologist and fossil collector. When a wealthy visitor entrusts Mary with the care of his sick wife Charlotte Murchison, she cannot afford to turn his offer down. It is the beginning of a passionate love story that will defy all social barriers and change their lives forever. Number 5. Bridget Jones's Diary. Bridget, a 32-year-old British single woman, is engagingly imperfect and worried about her weight, her job, and her lack of a man. As a New Year's resolution, Bridget decides to take control of her life, starting by writing a diary that focuses on the things she wishes to happen in her life. However, her pages are turning on a whole new life when two men vie for her affection. Number 4. The Theory of Everything. The Theory of Everything is the story of the most brilliant and celebrated physicist of our time, Stephen Hawking, who falls deeply in love with fellow Cambridge student Jane Wilde. Once a healthy, active young man, Hawking received an earth-shattering diagnosis at 21 years of age. With Jane fighting tirelessly by his side, he begins an ambitious study of time, which he has very little of left, according to his doctor. He and Jane defy terrible odds and break new ground in the fields of medicine and science, achieving more than either could have ever hoped to imagine. Number 3. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. A British comedy about a British man named Charles, together with his group of friends, are living out of their lives in public, attending weddings. Charles, who seems to be unlucky in love, wonders if he will ever be ready to tie the knot himself. Then, at a country marriage, Charles meets and falls in love with the beautiful but elusive Carrie, who seduces him that night and leaves him only to reunion a few months later with a young lady about to marry a rich Scotsman. which only confirmed the feelings he has for her. Number 2. About Time. This charming time travel romance follows Gleason's protagonist Tim as he discovers the men in his family have always had the ability to travel through time, so he decides to make his world a better place by finding love. The moment Tim locks eyes with gorgeous Mary, he knows he's found the woman of his dreams. But as soon as they've fallen in love, an unexpected glitch in the time travel renders them complete strangers again. Thus, his time travel gifts come into play for both the better and the worse. Number 1. Pride and Prejudice. In this 19th century adaptation of Jane Austen's beloved novel, centers on the burgeoning relationship between Elizabeth Bennet, the daughter of a country gentleman, and Fitzwilliam Darcy, a rich aristocratic landowner. Sparks fly when spirited Elizabeth Bennet meets single, rich and proud Mr. Darcy, but Mr. Darcy reluctantly finds himself falling in love with a woman beneath his class. Can each overcome their own pride and prejudice? Thank you for watching. I'm Maniacal Z, and this is the Top 10.